Well, we're here in the Lake District filming Coronation Street, believe it or not, where Nick Tilsley gets stuck in quicksand, which often soap characters do.
I have that big argument for this. I go off on a hop. I've come to the beach to have a nice little view, bit of time to myself, bit of time away from Peter. I go down there and then I get stuck in quicksand and I get more and more stuck and the water gets higher and higher.
This time last week, the tide when it came in kind of covered most of all this area, all the grassland and the marshland. Today when we turned up, high tide kind of didn't cover any of it. It was still relatively far out, so we had to chase it slightly.
The whole reason they're at the beach in the first place is because Nick wants to stop all the arguments and all the bad blood between them. So he suggests that they go to the beach for a day out, which they do. Nick goes off in one of his huffs, which he often does, and Steve and Peter go and look for him just to appease the girls and stumble across him stuck in quicksand.
Do you know what? Actually giving. I wouldn't mind another crack at Leanne.
Leave him alone.
Well, get you out of the way, she's going to need a shoulder to cry on.
You let her down. Everyone lets her down.
Then fight for her, Nick. Come on, fight for her.
I think initially Peter doesn't want to come on this trip anyway because he's with Nick and Leanne, and it's a terrible day out, and it turns into a really terrible day out. But obviously, when Nick's in this situation, Peter tries to keep him alive, keeps him talking lucid so he can try and save his life.
The worst person in the world that you want to see is Peter Barlow trying to rescue him. 1, he can't run to save his life. 2, I don't think he can swim. 3, can't work his phone. 4, I hate him.
Does it ever cross Peter's mind to not save him? No, I don't think so.
They hate each other because they're opposites.
I think if it was the other way around, Nick would have just probably put his foot on his head.
That's what is sort of wonderful about their relationship.
That's the kind of bloke he is, but Peter's not that kind of bloke, you see.
We've got all sorts of people here. We've got the Coast Guard and we've got paramedics and stuff like that. If the proverbial hits the fan, we've got the best people here for it.
It's a very challenging environment, but good fun. I think the actors have been amazing, and they've the crew's been amazing. Everyone's really rose to the challenge, really.
The idea is it looks scary, but it's completely safe. I feel very safe with them. They know these. I mean, I think if you're on your own, you got stuck. That's frightening. That's not good. And I think this is quite a dangerous place.
I have to go up to my ankles, and you know, that's as far as I get. But so I got lucky this time. But if I was leaving, it would have been me. He'd have been on the bank.
Apparently, the water's said it's coldest now all year, so it gets into your bones, and then it takes a while to get back up. But then once I was in before with a wetsuit, yeah, I wouldn't like to be in there the whole day, but it's fine.
Help! Help!
Yeah, they call the Coast Guard and, you know, he gets rescued, and whether it will appease him or not, I've no idea, because he's a strange fish. Not as strange as him though.
That's all right.